what's up guys? Since the new year started, I've been playing a different deck every day. And today we're going to be showcasing some of my favorite decks that I've reliably had the most fun with. If you want to play these decks yourself and you don't have all the cards leveled up, I really recommend going to Grand or Classic challenges. It's the most effective way of spending your gems and lets you have fun while you're leveling up your cards since you're learning a ton of new interactions. No game's going to be the same since you're playing an entirely different deck, and the process of improving and learning how to play new matchups or figuring out new card combinations is really rewarding. The decks that we're going to be showing today are some of the best decks in the game, and once you try all these decks and challenges, you'll figure out which ones you like so you can focus on leveling those up. So let's launch into some games, level up our skill, and assert dominance. Lots of love to everyone supporting the channel with creator code SIRTAG, making this channel possible. Yo, so first game of the day, we're going to be playing the new Dagger Duchess. This is a phenomenal tower in this deck because it allows you to destroy wall breakers. Even if your opponent goes in for like a spirit, it'll get shut down. And one of the coolest interactions is you can minimally defend against hog riders or any bridge spam in single elixir, so you don't have to spend near as much. Also, as you guys are about to see, the Dagger Duchess just melted that Dark Prince. The Cannoneer can't kill the Dark Prince to that extent, so it's very fun to be able to make interactions like that possible. Also, we should be able to activate King Tower here really reliably using our Mighty Miner. And the guy's gonna have Golem. He's got Firecracker with Golem. I thought it was a Hog Rider deck, but I was very, very wrong. Anyway, I'm gonna go for a poison here. We should be able to shut down the Night Witch, and he's gonna lose the majority of his health of the Golem too to the Mighty Miner. So, one of the things I was talking about earlier is you do not want to defend with buildings if you are given the opportunity. So, you guys just noticed that we melted the entire Golem using Mighty Miner and nothing besides the fact that we were able to just go in for like Mighty Miner and cheap bait support cards that were able to crush the Golem. And now we have a huge counter push with the Goblin Drill going on in the tower, and he has literally nothing left over. So, this is a fun deck. I think out of all the decks that I've played recently, this is probably one of the best ones in the game. If you're using Dagger Duchess, you want to make sure that you're applying pressure when your opponent's down elixir, because if they try to spam into you, the Dagger Duchess should be able to clean up anything like south of 5 elixir. 5 elixir or less will get disintegrated by the Dagger Duchess, and they'll spend all that elixir on offense and they'll get nothing out of it. Meanwhile, when you go in for an aggressive play, they're going to pay a lot of elixir to defend and then not have anything because they've probably played something on the other side to apply pressure. It's difficult to match into this type of deck and always have the appropriate answers to yourself. Like if you're going to have a defense, you might not have an offense, and then things just kind of spiral out of control. Like this guy's going in for a Golem right now. He's going in for the offense. He doesn't have the defense. So he's forced to forfeit the tower here. I guess he can go in for the Firecracker, but that's an ill-advised play. To go for the Firecracker means that it's going to die on your side of the map. Sure, it baits out the poison, but if I'm able to defend this push, I will win the game. It's all coming down to this. Can I defend this, or will I get stomped? He's going to go for Elite Barbarians. Let's pull them back with the Skeletons, and then try to make sure that we have enough elixir for the poison. Because if those Skeletons start to multiply, we could be screwed. We're going to Ice Spirit after he decides to go in for an aggressive play like that. Then we can go for a Log. We just wanted to make sure that we don't forfeit the potential of our defense. So that's why I went in for the Ice Spirit after he went for his arrows. Just making sure that we have that capability of not getting predicted by spells. Wait, this guy is so aggressive. Wait, what if we just pull his Elite Barbarians back? His Elite Barbarians started a little bit closer to our tower, where they ended up is like closer to his side. That's ridiculous. They were on their path to the right-hand tower and not even close to the tower that he wanted to take. As we take the game with absolutely no contest. Yo, this guy finished 600 in the world. 3 Musk City. Did he mean to spell Musk? Is he a 3 Musketeer player or nah? Anyway, we do have the Dagger Duchess since it is a lot better in this deck since it allows you to build up big pushes with a Goblin Giant and Giant Skeleton while defending minimalistically on the other side. For the rest of the games, we will not be using this overpowered tower. But if you guys want to win more of your matches, put in the Dagger Duchess. This guy's going to rage on our tower, so it's probably going to be either a 3 Musketeer deck or it's going to be a Sparky deck. In either situation, I think cycling the Giant Skeleton here is ideal because the Bowler is really good against Battle Ram, and I don't know if he's going to have that in his deck. Oh, let's go! He dropped it directly into the Giant Skeleton. He would not have done that into a Bowler. So I'm so thankful that I saw a Rage and his clan, and I was like, probably a 3 Musketeer deck. And I mean, there's a chance it's not going to be, but there's a highly likelihood that it will be. I could go for the Goblin Giant, but it's going to get hit by the Bowler shot, so I don't want to do that just yet. I want to wait for him to click the Monk ability, then I'll go in for it. Wait, is he actually going to lose the entire Monk? There's no way. This guy is going to lose the Monk. He literally lost the monk to a bowler. That's insane. This is so good for us. Does he just lose the game? There's no way he defends this, right? Even if you're going to have like elite barbarians, they're still going to take so much damage from the minions to the point that I can go for a little prince in the middle. Paired with the dagger duchess, that thing is devoured. And as you guys are noticing, this is really fun that you're able to constantly bombard your opponent. Unfortunately, we weren't able to afford the giant skeleton. So I'm going to go and do the second best thing of dropping the guardian just to force out a little bit more elixir. Finishing off the knight is ideal. And then I wonder what we get from this. Probably not much, but hey, we're currently up. We're winning the game right now. And he doesn't know that we've got earthquake. Let's go. These are so shaken right now. Top 600 player is just shaking in his boots, quivering with the burning goblin emote as we burn down his towers. I'm going to go for the bowler in the same side as the pencil. We're going to be able to draw over that. There's no way that the thing's going to be able to break through the bowler. It just ransacks any potential of the battle ram breaking through unless it's evolved. And even then, the evolved battle ram, the best counter to that in the game is bowler. So we're going to go for giant skeleton. And then I think we might be able to be a very mischievous man. If I go in for a goblin giant here, and then I go in for our bomber, does this splash onto everything? There's no way that those musketeers are surviving. Because look at the monk. It's not able to stop it. It's not able to stop it at all. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, man. All right, we're going to go for minions here. And then the monk's just dead. We know that we don't have to spend that much extra elixir on the musketeer since it will just die to the dagger duchess very quickly. We're going to go bowler minions to the left. And I don't know if he's ready to deal with that. The bowler locking on the tower would be huge. Didn't happen, unfortunately. So playing against 3 musketeers is awkward. It's not really a card combination that you see every day. I'm going to cycle the bomber as fast as I can so I can get back to another one. We can go for minions after one of the musketeers locks onto my tower. I think that's going to be our best play here. Actually, just letting that go is fine too, because musketeers die so fast to dagger duchess that I didn't even have to respawn. If I respawned, I feel like I would have wasted elixir. Now I'm able to go in for our minions here. Definitely want to go for an Evo Zap and then Evo Bomber. I think if we just hold his elite barbarians in place, there's no doubt that this bomber is going to ransack his tower. So I think we win this game. I don't see any universe where this guy is going to be able to defend. I mean, he's using elite barbarians. He's using everything that he's got in his arsenal, but it doesn't matter. He is still going to get blasted by the ridiculously OP giant skeleton bomb. If that thing locks onto the tower, you got the game locked up as a win. It's hilarious how hard we countered that top ladder player, propelling us to new heights at 2,200 in the world. Yo, this guy's got the Dagger Duchess banner, and of course, he's playing the Dagger Duchess itself. So our best strat is to go in for the drill in front of the tower. Generally, spamming more drills than your opponent guarantees victories. And he's going to have Monk, which is phenomenal in the meta against Dagger Duchess because she rapid fires all of her shots and then the Monk just blasts them all back right at the tower. And it's so annoying. Anyway, fortunately for us, we do have the Princess Tower, so he's not going to be able to get as much damage. But he is slowly but surely knocking back the Valkyrie, so then the Monk is trotting towards our tower. Kind of scary when that happens. Anyway, we're in a posture with our little prince in the middle. I think he's going to lose the Phoenix. He's definitely going to be playing a Royal Giant deck. Please keep my little prince alive. Push it towards the tower so we can go and drop an ability. It would be so funny if that worked. Obviously, I don't think it's going to happen, but maybe we can make it happen. Can we pop the ability? Oh, sometimes the ability will just randomly come down like 3 seconds later. And if that worked out, he would have been furious. I think he would have taken like upwards of 800 damage. Anyway, we're in a position where I can go for an Inferno Tower. It will melt the Monk. He's not going to be able to reflect back anything for a while. And then we can also go in for... I think we just Valkyrie here. I think we have to because the Royal Giant's going to do infinitely more damage than that measly Royal Ghost. He's up a lot of damage right now. He's in a phenomenal position. I'm even going to give him a well played because orchestrated an offense on both sides, got a huge lead, and now we really need to pile on the pressure with Evo Bomber. Can we bounce back? I mean, the Evo Bomber is known for bouncing, so I believe. We're going to pop with the Little Prince ability. Hopefully he doesn't fish him in it early. He does kind of fish him in at a good time, but not like super, super early. We are going to log on the skeletons. I think it's going to die. How much damage is it going to do to me, though? That's the real question. Do I have to Evo Bomber? I don't want to. I need this Evo Bomber to stay in our hand. Come on, man. That Royal Giant got another shot on my tower? Oh my gosh, we're at 1,000 HP now. We're at 600. That's ridiculous, man. All right, screw it. We're going to go same side. We kind of have to, right? Let's go for our bomber. Hopefully he drops something on top. You know the funny thing about it is when the 60-second timer was going down, I was thinking, maybe if we body block our bomber with the 60-second timer, he doesn't see the bomber and he doesn't react to it because he looks at the timer on the screen. I feel really devious even thinking that. All right, this has to pull. This has to pull. I'm gonna pop the ability. Pop the ability. Oh, look at the damage. Dang, bro. How does that feel, my guy? All right, cool. We take those. That is awesome. And we're forcing out arrows like that early as well. Wait, we want to go and drop the Valkyrie so then he doesn't get the ability. Oh, get outplayed, my guy. Imagine. This might be a comeback. There's actually a certifiable chance that I can slime this man. I kind of want to pop the ability again just for the memes. It's likely not going to do that well, but maybe it could do something. Also, if we pull his units off to the side and then we Evo Bomber, there's actually a chance. There's actually a freaking chance, my dudes. Please give me damage or give me death. We got a hit. Oh my gosh. Can I defend this though? I don't think so. I need to like Valkyrie, but it's not going to work. Unless we can somehow go in for a log and then a tornado and not die to this RG. There's no way though. Oh, such a close game. Isn't that crazy? We almost made a comeback there despite being down so much tower health. Really good Royal Giant player though. We'll jump on the next one and bounce back there. All right, so kicking into it, we are going to be playing against someone with a Fisherman in the banner. There's a high likelihood that he is going to be playing a Royal Giant deck if he's actually got Fisherman. A cool tidbit of information is the Dagger Duchess fully eliminates a Fisherman without any damage on your tower. That means that you don't have to respond to it if you got the Dagger Duchess, and that's why the Dagger Duchess is played by almost every professional player in the game. And this deck allows you to defend minimalistically in single elixir with the Dagger Duchess. You don't have to spend as much elixir on defense, so you can fling more bombers, more drills, and more mortars, or more evolutions to become your full form of evil. And that is the way that you want to play Clash Royale at the highest level. It's weird, but that is the way that the game is played. It is absolute evolution cycle. Also, the bomber might splash onto the P.E.K.K.A. and hit the tower. I don't think he's going to hit the tower, but it does splash onto the P.E.K.K.A. That's very nice. We're going to go for a Dark Goblin here as well. We should be able to pull the P.E.K.K.A. a little bit. We'll have to wait and see what he decides to do. Oh, he's actually going to have a Fisherman. Very cool. Now we can go for a poison. Everything's dead. The reality of the situation is if you are rushing through with Bridge Bam and you overwhelm the Dagger Duchess, then it works really well. But if you can't kill the Dagger Duchess and really punish her when she doesn't have the daggers available, then you're just going to get melted and you're going to get a miserable elixir trade. So right now, the Dagger Duchess is going to lose all of her daggers. He's forced a Fireball on top of an Evo Bomber. And then we can go for a Dark Goblin and Skeletons on top of this Royal Ghost. I love going in for Skeleton Surround because it minimizes the amount of elixir that I have to spend, enabling us much better defenses. I'm going to log here. I bet you, yeah, he does go in for that. I knew he was going to do something of the sort because he was up a little bit and we weren't really in the best card cycle. We also have to go Skeletons to go and push back the Little Prince so it doesn't get extra shots on our tower. Looking like a pretty awful start, you know? Not necessarily what we wanted to see. Our opponent is currently up around 600 health, and he also has identified that we are a spammer. So he's likely going to start going in the same side as us for the rest of the match. We're going to go for a Mortar defensively because this allows us to get to the Mortar evolution, so it's not really a bad decision for us. Ooh, what if we go Ice Spirit and then we go in for a Bomber here? The Ice Spirit might jump, enabling the Fisherman to just stay in place so then we get extra damage. Might get another shot. That would have been so funny. Anyway, we can go in for Skeletons again on top of the Royal Ghost. The Ghost is toast. And then we can go in for a Drill here. Oh, you know what we can do? I might be able to just get away with this, spending way less elixir than he wants me to. So I should just be able to go Skeletons here. Look at the Goblins. The Goblins are mobbing on our man.
Hello, my dear.
And then we can go for an Ice Spirit because the Goblin's going to be able to finish off the Mother Witch. And that worked out so well. I'm actually going to sack the Evo Bomber here so the Dark Goblin stays alive a little bit longer just to meme this man. I think the Dark Goblin takes tower. Yeah, he's just dead. He doesn't want to play anymore. He knew he was forfeiting the game to poison, so we walk with a win. GG, well played and peace out, brother. As you can see, this deck's got really solid defenses with the Evo Mortar, being able to blast Goblins on top of whatever spam your opponent's got. While you've got the Ice Spirit to stun, the Log to knock things back, and the Dark Goblin and Bomber for high damage. All right, we got the last game of the day. What's up, Mr. King? So, I wonder what Red King is going to do because y'all already know we've been playing against a lot of Golem decks today. I think that, you know, we're due for some cycle spam. I think that this guy is probably going to deliver on that since he's going to be running Evo Archers, it looks like, and a Valkyrie. So, it could be a Goblin Drill deck. It could also be a Mortar deck like us. I didn't expect that Archer to hit that Miter. I thought it was totally out of the vicinity, but a little bit unfortunate. Ooh! I literally almost dropped my Mortar behind my tower. If you guys have done that before, let me know down below in the comment section. It is one of the worst feelings of the game, especially if you're matching into a Royal Giant deck like we are. Because when we see Fisherman and Phoenix, it's telltale signs that your Royal Giant is right out of the woodwork. It's going to be popping through soon, and we're going to be catching that with Mr. Fisherman. Oh, wait, what? There's no way. Seriously? Is that the strategy? Oh my gosh. Another Mega Knight player too? Wow. I've never seen a Mega Knight deck with Fisherman, in this meta at least. That's interesting. I would love to activate King Tower with the Mega Knight, but I felt like it wasn't going to work out because the Ram Rider was able to dissipate the rest of the mortar. And if we Ice Spirit here, it's just not going to work. We'll pull it to the middle, the Mega Knight's going to die, and it just doesn't have enough health. If only we could grant the Mega Knight slightly more health to be able to pull it to the King Tower with the guards, but it didn't work out in our favor. So I wonder if we can go for a poison here on top of the Archer. It's a weird situation where I think going in for the Archer Queen is better, but at the same time, this man messed with my mental, and I thought that our foolproof plan of cycling mortars, going opposite lane, and engaging in a minor poison cycle would be the way to win. But since we're matching into someone that's played a bit of a different deck that I've never matched into before, I might have to switch up my strategy. So I'm going to go for the Archer Queen ability, so we're able to guarantee that everything dies here. Melting that Valkyrie before it even gets a single shot on our Archer Queen is hilarious. And then he drops his Phoenix so far away from the Archer Queen. I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe he wasn't thinking. I don't know what this guy's doing anymore. Yo, he's just zenning out, I guess. So we're going to Ice Spirit. We're going to go in for a minor, and we'll also hit him up with the Royal Ghost. I think that our strategy here hinges on the fact that we can go in for more poisons. If we can go pull for a poison on top of the Archer and then also the rest of his stuff, it's obvious to me that he's not going to be able to break through because we just drop our defensive mortar. We then go for a lower Archer Queen, and then we eat the Archer from the other side because it doesn't matter that much. You always have to decide what damage is meaningful, what matters. And if you look at something and you realize it doesn't matter, don't defend it. You can defend the Archer on the left-hand side and you would lose the game. Or you can decide, hey, I'll defend the big push that's barreling down in the right, and then we're in a pretty big advantage. So, strategy for us is probably go for a Royal Ghost on top of that. We can go in for guards since they do a lot of damage if we wanted. I can also Ice Spirit and use a Zap and a whole bunch of other stuff if we need to. I think that doing this is ideal. We can definitely go in for an ability if we wanted to, but I don't think it is necessarily mattering. Then I can go for a minor. Then I can go in for another mortar, so then the Mega Knight jumps or walks towards that. So then we can use our guards to finish off the rest of the Mega Knight with no splash damage hurting us. Also, he's got a lot of splash damage. I mean, he's got the Valkyrie, he's got a Mega Knight. The deck is pretty weird to play against. This really looks like the epitome of a mid-ladder menace. I'm going to minor here, and then I can go in for the mortar to shut down the Ram Rider. Even if he decides to spam us with a Mega Knight, I can Ice Spirit, and then I can also go in for an Archer Queen on the other side. So the cool thing that we have is the ability to shut everything down with a minimal amount of elixir invested. I don't love the fact that he played that super well, though. These archers are going to be a pain in the butt, and I do have to zap so that we don't lose the archers. Also, looking at that amount of damage that he just got, the game is becoming extra spicy. Wait, we can go for a mortar? I kind of messed it up. I don't know if that's in the right-hand side. I don't think it is. Yeah, it shouldn't be targeting the correct lane. Unfortunate. We can still go guards. Should be fine. I wish that the mortar was targeting the right-hand side because that would have given us a pretty sizable advantage to guarantee that we win this game, but I mean, I didn't get it. I'm going to go for a poison now, and then we're going to have to use our mortar on defense again. I don't know what side he's going to go in. I think it's probably going to be left, and he does go left. Let's go here. Go Ice Spirit as well. I think that we're probably fine if we can get a good zap down. I don't know if we kill the Ram Rider. Oh my gosh. That was inches away from devastation, my dudes. That was so close to losing the game. All right, we're definitely going to go poison. He's definitely going to have some problems here if we Evo Zap. And then I think we can just continuously spam stuff. Because if you think about it, this mortar will be able to pull the Ram Rider. And then we can poison and then zap and win the game. So our strategy all hinges on this poison coming down fast enough. I think it barely does. And then I think we win the game off of that one. Yeah? GG. All right, cool. Ending out of the banger with a bounce back. When we were down and out, it looked like I was 100% screwed. But you never give up with this deck since your direct damage with minor poison will always out-damage your opponent's fireball or poison cycle of their own because you have a faster card cycle to get more spells and minors on the tower while they're just slowed down by their other cards in their deck. The Ram Rider Phoenix cycle impaired his deck, so he just couldn't keep up with our spam. If you enjoyed the games today, check out the pinned comment for more videos on the exact same decks. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more content, and have an amazing rest of your day.